Welcome back, everybody. Today on Brotuned, we're doing budget options for bipods for your rifle. Stay tuned. Hi, my name is Ryan and you're watching Brotuned. So today we have some budget options which work and some that don't work as far as bipods go. So starting from the ones that don't work, that are basically the same price as the ones that do work, but they just work a lot better for the same price. The ones that don't work: barrel mounted solid fixed bipods like this. Okay, so first of all, something touching your barrel, not good for long range or any kind of consistent accuracy at any range, to be honest. So this one just clamps onto your barrel with this little thumb wheel here, and it just gets smaller and smaller. It's got a quick release, so you can get your barrel free floated again if you want to. But anyways, yeah, so spring loaded feet. Yeah, I don't know. One of the first bipods I bought when I didn't know anything about bipods. So steer clear. And I also have another one. This one has a Picatinny release, so you could put it on the forend of a rifle. Also a barrel mount, which you don't want to use because that's just exactly what you don't want to do. Have something touching your barrel when you're shooting. So this one you could attach your forend, but like the one before it, it's got these spring-loaded, don't even know what size they are, not even worried about knowing what size they are, because these just don't work. They're solid. If you're canting it, that one you could cant because your barrel is round and you could spin it. This one you're stuck at whatever you have here unless you use these spring-loaded feet, leg things. Oh, look at that. Something's coming apart. So I don't even know what's going to happen here. Stuff's going to go flying out. But this leg is unscrewing. Oh, there we go. So we got some springs, like garbage, right? So got a few springs here on the table now that don't belong. And I'm not going to worry about trying to get this thing back together because it's just absolute trash and it hasn't been used ever, basically. Okay. Next up, another inexpensive bipod option. This one mounts to your swivel sling, or sling swivel mount on the bottom of your stock. It has this gnarly little post here, and male goes into female just like that, like most of us know. And it has a quick release button on this side, so you can take it off. It feels like cheap pot metal stuff. It's got a lot of wobble to it. It's very heavy, and it has these little ski leg things. So ski feet, I guess. And they don't give very much traction on anything other than sand. Something you can dig it into, or grass maybe, but once again, not a good option for precision rifle shooting or any kind of accuracy-based kind of shooting. Super heavy. Like, weight's a good thing in a precision rifle, but it's going to come from somewhere better than this. Now we're getting in some of the half-decent bipods. This is a Caldwell XLA 6-9 with the pivot. Problem with this bipod is, well, there's a few problems. First problem, these feet are extremely hard plastic. You could probably cut yourself on the edge of these. They're brutally sharp and hard, and other than that, spring loaded to get your extra few inches, and it looks like you only have, let's see how many adjustment points here. So yeah, you only have 2 options for extra height, but it does have the swivel for cant. Another problem, that clutch tensioner, or whatever you want to call it, knurled nut, is way too hard. You can't spin it by hand tight enough to get your rifle to stay canted when you're shooting. So what I've had to do, and you can't really tell in this one, but the other one I'll show you in a sec here. Actually, and this thing's all ripped up from using big linesman pliers just to crank the thing down tight enough that it wouldn't loosen up, or it would hold my rifle canted once I had it where I wanted it to be. And yeah, so this is the 9 to 13, and same issue with this. You can't get the cant to lock, or the clutch to lock up enough, and the feet are super hard. That's the only issue with this one. So basically this is like the Harris style. Next up, Atlas Bipod, and this one was from, I think, Amazon or something, $60. There you go, there's some quality right there, see? Look at that. So a spring fell out of the little push button detent catching mechanism. This side still has it, so it catches, and you got, I guess there's 4 different spots or 5 different spots you can put it. So you got your 90, 45, and then back to 0 or whatever you want, like portation or fold it away. It's marked Atlas on it. This one is Picatinny quick release. It does have the pan, but only thing is using this, and it happened to me, was the big nut on the bottom comes loose when you turn it, and then the whole bipod just falls apart. So I had to Loctite it, put rubber O-rings in there to try to make it work, like to try to get by. And this one, yeah, works like a normal Atlas, except for the feet are super hard. I guess you could change those out. It has a little ball detent here to release them. And I'm sure parts are interchangeable with the real one, but this is a fake one, and you get what you pay for. I really like this style of bipod, and I'm probably going to invest in getting the actual Atlas just because it works amazing. This is the one I like using the most, but it also is as reliable or unreliable as you can get. So that's that one. The bipod I'm using on all my rifles now, got it from bipodfactory.com, and it's a 6-9, sort of like the Harris. It's got the swivel mount or sling swivel mount attachment, and if you have a pick rail, it also comes with this little Picatinny quick release deal with the swing swivel stud on it. And this one has all the same features as the Caldwell and the Harris. It's a little bit lighter maybe from the carbon fiber, spring loaded, and these are about every 1/2 inch, so you have way more adjustment here. And that actually looks a lot bigger than 6 to 9. It's probably like 6 to 12 or something. Anyways, it's almost like double. But anyways, yeah, so it's about every 1/2 inch you can adjust these ones. It is carbon fiber, and like a double pulled carbon fiber, as you can see here. The best part, the clutch has a big swing lever, so it actually, you can tighten it up by hand and make it work and hold your rifle by hand without having to bring a big pair of pliers out to cranking on the thing and ripping the metal all up. Yeah, it's got a little rubber pad here, which helps it not mar up or score up your stock if that matters to you, which probably does not if you're using it on barricades and throwing it around like a normal tool anyways. But yeah, that's the bipod I use now, and that's the one I'm going to continue using. I'm probably going to invest in the Atlas, but for now this serves me well, does everything I want it to do, and more. The feet are rubbery for once. These are probably made in China as well, but they actually started using rubber on the feet, so you get good grip with these. Honestly, for the money, you can't beat this. Sure, it's not made in America or Canada, but when you're on a budget, what are you going to do, right? So definitely a great bipod for the money. Go check them out at bipodfactory.com. I'll throw a link down in the description below as well, so you can go directly to their website and have a look. They have a whole bunch of different stuff there too, but this is what was my first buy from them anyways, and I love it. And I've got a few more on other rifles, and my new rimfire long range rifle, I'm going to have one of these on it as well, unless I end up forking out the cash and getting an actual Atlas. That's the only thing I like better than the carbon fiber one, is the possibility of having different angles for your feet, so forward or backwards or whatever. So this one doesn't work as well as a real one. Obviously it's not a real one, and that's where we're at. So just trying to spec out some stuff for the LRP, new to the channel. It's pretty nice, so stay tuned to see what we do with that. That's my bipods. That's what I'm going to be using next. Alright guys, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. Thanks for watching guys, and we'll get you next week. Take care.